So this is Tinzel.
Aww. She is not sure about that dog. Who's that? Hi. Hi. Hello, cute puppy. Oh, hello. I know. That dog is a little scary, huh? Do you want me to make him go away? She's cute. What do you think, baby? Move that dog out. Hello. You want milk? Let's go straight on that. She's kind of the same way, but not nearly as bad. Where she's like, she wants that contact, but she doesn't know how to initiate it. But look at her little tail never stops. So she's just a little bit conflicted, but it's not even a like, I want it, I don't want it. It's like a, I want it, but how do I engage in it? She's also super environmentally aware. She noticed all of the light plugs. She noticed the window. She's scanning.
When she went exploring right away.
Right away. Yeah, so these are confident puppies. But now she's completely happy.
That little tail was just.
Yeah. And she's slowly oozing up because she wants to look over my shoulder. She's like, don't let go of me. And these guys, they like body pressure, which isn't surprising. We know that from studies with humans, that would be reassuring to just their overall developmental profile. So unlike a lot of them that wouldn't like when I put my hand on and put a little pressure, she likes that. Every time I do it, she responds to it. So I think these are puppies who are going to want some pretty consistent petting and things like that. They're not going to want light little pats. They're going to want hands-on snuggles once they know the person. Hi.
Piper sleeps with me, and she like comes and snuggles at my side.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are full on, full body snugglers here.
And they'll clean your ears and a nose and the eyes.
Yep. They're very cutesy. They're very sweet. They're very sweet and they're very confident. It's just that one little piece is just she's less interested in playing, more interested in exploring. She's kind of like, no thank you to the toys. I think she already smells that cheese.
Does she see herself in the mirror?
She'll stop after that. I'm wondering how long it'll take her to smell that cheese and flicker her.
Yeah, I think when you have a toilet business.
Here, gonna go there. We don't have anything to clean up with. No, too late.
All right, let me get white.
What do you think about toys now that you have an empty bladder? Or bowel? It's the same.
Right behind you.
She's licking the cheese. Interest to really do that test item. Yeah, she just doesn't care that much. Okay. Curious what she'll think about this.
Probably will like it.
Yeah, I suspect she will. What do you think about this? She does have that little bit of independence, like, streak of, I don't want to come over there right now, I'm doing this. Puppy, puppy. Because she's making eye contact with me every time I say puppy, puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you something. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah, she's definitely interested. What do you think? I'm gonna do this one because I think it's less intense. Oh, she found the cheese. She does not care about that noise at all. And she wasn't any delay to investigate that, it was because she actually finally did eat the cheese. She's still chewing. What do you think about that? She's cute.
It's like everything.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna be into everything. She's very curious. and very deliberate. Like she's gonna be one who's gonna figure out how to problem solve her way into whatever she wants to be into. But she's not environmentally sensitive at all.
There's dog food inside of that bottle.
Ah, her nose is amazing.
So how do I get it?
Yeah, she's totally nose driven. She's back on the cheese. I broke it up into smaller pieces. But she's not that food motivated.
No.
So I would say the only real concern with her that I see is the lack of food motivation for training purposes. So if they have any high training aspirations, she's going to be difficult to train because she's a little bit independent.
Yeah.
She gives me the side eye a little bit like Shy does.
Mhm.
Like, why are you asking me to do that? Do I want to do that? I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. And she's not food motivated, so at least not right now, but she's interested enough in the cheese that I would expect her to have a little more persistence in.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it might be a good for somebody. Sometimes people are like, well, we don't want a dog who's going to be up on us all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she went off and she found a toy and she's entertaining herself.
Totally.
And she's sweet enough. Like, you want to cuddle, she will cuddle.
Yep, absolutely. And she brought the toy back over here to me instead of taking it to the other side of the room, like, you know, a really independent dog would do. But if you don't have the food motivation and you have that independent streak, if they have any training aspirations.
Like, you mean like for...
Like even just for obedience, you know, some people just like a dog that's obedient and has that or can do tricks or whatever. She's not going to be one that I would say has strong inclinations, but if they just want, if they're willing to relax about that stuff and just enjoy a companion, I think she'll be great.
So not
really
not a sport prospect or not a dog who's going to be like... doesn't have the will to please.
Right. Yeah. And she's not going to probably ever be what most people would typically consider, not easily anyway, a well-trained dog. Like you say sit and she sits happily, that's probably not
what's going to be.
Not her, that's not who she is.
Yeah.
But she'll hang out with you and she'll sit naturally when she needs to sit, and I think she'll naturally be calm when she needs to be calm. It's not like she's going to, I see any risk for her to be a problem dog by any means. It's just some people really want that obedient dog.
Push button. She's not a push button dog.
Yeah. But if they don't care about that, then she's going to be a very easy, naturally easy companion. Like, I don't think she'll naturally cause any problems at all, really.
Yeah.
She's low-key enough that I don't think you have to worry about any reactivity or anything just naturally emerging. Like you said, she self-entertains really nicely. She will be into everything. So that just means they need to practice good management. She brought that back, so she might be way more toy motivated once she decides she wants to play. And she's definitely socially interested. So she will be praise motivated, probably toy motivated by things she thinks are fun for as long as she thinks it's fun. So it's not that she lacks that interaction at all or that desire to connect. It's just our typical training methods aren't going to speak to her soul. And she's weird about the touch, but she likes the touch.
And that is what we talked about earlier. I think it's coming from the mom because she likes, like, what she knows me and Jay, you know, she sleeps with us and she's totally good and relaxed. But anybody else, it's like they get tensed up, and it's not the lack of it's not the lack of socialization. It's just they're more.
That's different. This is different.
Like they're tolerant, but they don't enjoy it.
Right.
And until they know you well.
And they don't seem to know what to do with it. So she's another one. I would just take her for shorter bursts at the groomer, but more frequently. She needs to have a groomer that's going to be reliable, that she can count on being the same groomer. Probably she needs to go in when there's not a ton of stuff going on in the environment around her, so it's not overwhelming from
Yeah.
the second she walks in the door. Only the one piece of being handled is overwhelming. Just get her in, get her out, don't leave her there all day. I mean, she might be fine with it by the time she's 2,
Yeah.
but not as a puppy. And I wouldn't expect it to come earlier or easily. Same with the vet. I would do lots of meet and greets, even if it's just walk in, sniff the office for 15 minutes, say hi to the receptionist, eat some cookies if she wants them. She is the kind of dog that, with training, I would say for stuff like that, she will appreciate being offered food. She just may or may not actually
Take
eat
it,
food.
yeah.
And that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because she was not, like, she's interested in smelling everything. She's more interested in going her way and discovering the world on her own rather than
rather than being led into it or directed into it or lured into it or anything like that. That's why I say just the typical training methods aren't gonna jive well with her, but that's not a problem. It's only a problem if that was that home's expectation. But I don't even think it's like any particular training that she needs with handling, it's just exposure.
Yeah.
Brief burst of positive exposure regularly, constantly. And never to be, they are going to want to vet their vet and vet their groomer well because she doesn't need to be manhandled. Because I think any of the puppies in this litter could learn a real aversion to handling very easily. So it's checking to make sure that the person's gonna be gentle, be kind, be patient. But it's so easy to do. Like, it's not, none of this stuff is difficult. This is not a difficult litter. They just have a couple of really specific needs. And I think they'll all do fantastic with the right match. As long as the people's expectations line up to their personalities, I actually think they're gonna be really pleasant to live with.
I think so. I think
Like,
it's
really, really
if with a good match, like I don't have any else with that. Just
And I don't have any like concerns. Like, you know, some litters I'm telling you this puppy watch for this, but with these guys, that's the only thing is just consistent brief handling from day one by somebody who's compassionate, empathetic, and patient. They do that. I think they'll get over it with age and maturity. They'll learn to handle it. And then the right match of family, they'll be fine. I think they'll be easy companions. And they're delightful. Like, their little personalities are just delightful.
yeah.
They're gonna win the hearts of their people, this group.